Today we're talking about 5 ways movies are connected. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about Sigourney Weaver. You may know her from a couple different movies, Ghostbusters and other things, but specifically I want to talk about a few movies that are connected that she was in that you may not be aware of. Of course, you know her from the Alien franchise, which started in 1979, but there was a movie called Galaxy Quest, which she starred in with Tim Allen, Alan Rickman, and herself, and a few other popular actors at the time, which was a parody of Star Trek. And it's actually funny that she wanted to be in this movie, but they actually changed her look. Uh, she is brunette, dark, brown, black hair when she plays in Alien as Ripley, but in Galaxy Quest, which she starred in 1999, 20 years later, she is blonde, looks completely different, has a completely different character, and she did this on purpose because um, she didn't want it to be the same character typecast as she was in Alien, which is even more interesting because 10 years after starring in Galaxy Quest in 1999, she was in the Avatar movie, which came out in 2009, which was 10 years after that. And she played a character that was a lot more like Ripley in Aliens. So that is the first movie connection. On to the next one. The next interesting actress movie connection is between the movie Focus, which came out in 2015, and the movie Suicide Squad, which honestly not a great movie, but that came out in 2016. And the movie connection is, well, two actors, Will Smith and Margot Robbie, who starred in both Focus in 2015, and they starred in Suicide Squad together as Deadshot and, of course, Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Um, they had acted alongside each other in Focus just the year before, building up a great chemistry. You can kind of tell that the two characters are close in the movie, and that the actors had kind of a friendship and a rapport built up with each other before. So it's actually really interesting. Focus is a great movie if you like the two actors that are in it, and you want to see more of their chemistry that they had in Suicide Squad together. Um, they're kind of on a heist in the movie Focus, which is similar to how they are in Suicide Squad without all the comic book kind of adaptations. So I just thought that connection was interesting, and I like Will Smith as an actor and Margot Robbie as an actress, and uh, just another connection that people might not often think of. Okay, the next movie connection on this list is Bruce. Now I know what you're thinking. Who's Bruce? Now, if you're familiar with Disney Pixar movies, Finding Nemo, one of the best scenes, or one of my favorite scenes in the movie, is a line said by Bruce and some of his other shark friends: "Fish are friends, not food." Um, the character's name is Bruce, and he is a shark. Our movie connection is to the movie Jaws, where a series of shark attacks happen at the Jersey Shore, um, where human beings are being attacked and eaten by a shark. The connection comes in where the crew and the cast of the movie Jaws had nicknamed the shark prop, the really cheap looking shark prop. You know, all the Jaws movies, the shark always looks fake. But they nicknamed the shark Bruce. So I always thought that was interesting because I kind of wondered, okay, so we know that Bruce from Finding Nemo, at least for a time, does not eat fish. Does that mean that he comes up to the Jersey Shore and, you know, tries to eat human beings and that's why he doesn't eat fish, or how he's able to not eat fish. Just an interesting connection between a kind of a thriller horror movie and a Disney movie. In case you needed another connection on how sometimes Disney movies are creepy. But again, so Bruce in Finding Nemo, and Bruce being the actual name of the shark from Jaws. Okay, another movie connection. This one being actually an entire universe called the Tarantino-verse. Um, you may or may not know that all of the movies in the Quentin Tarantino film library are connected. There are many videos about this, lots of different topics, and many different connections. Like I said, being a whole universe. One of them, just off the top of my head, being the Red Apple Cigarettes brand showing up in every movie. But one of the ones that I wanted to talk about, and like I said, you guys can watch more YouTube videos on this, but specifically I wanted to talk about the Vega brothers. Vic Vega being one of the characters, Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs, and Vince Vega from Pulp Fiction, being played by John Travolta. They are brothers. In fact, there was supposed to be a movie explaining this made, but I think they decided not to make the movie. But Vic Vega and Vincent Vega being brothers and being connected, being part of two different movies in the universe. So it's an interesting connection. There's all sorts of other ones, being that there's the movie universe and realer than real universe. I think they said some of the Kill Bill movies were in the movie universe, and Pulp Fiction being in the realer than real universe, meaning they watch each other on television and in movies. So it's interesting. Okay, the fifth movie connection I want to talk about, and actually my favorite one and my kind of entire purpose for making this video. I really enjoy both of these movies. One was Bohemian Rhapsody, I believe, released in 2018. It's the kind of the Queen Freddie Mercury biopic, and Wayne's World. And I'll tell you, it's interesting how these movies are connected. If you have seen the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, you have seen the scene which I'll be talking about. If you haven't, actually stop watching this video and watch the movie. It's actually really, really good. One of the best biopics I've seen. Not 100% accurate, but a lot of fun to watch. There is a scene where the band, Queen, is talking to a record executive, who is played, I believe uncredited, by Mike Myers, who played Wayne Campbell in Wayne's World and on Saturday Night Live back in the early 90s. Both really great movies, but the connection here is that Queen is talking to the record executive about the new record and how they want to record this song, Bohemian Rhapsody. And so they go and they play the song for the record executive, again played by Mike Myers, and he basically says that no radio station, nobody will ever play Bohemian Rhapsody. The song's like 6.5, 7 minutes long. And it's funny because probably the most famous scene from the movie Wayne's World is the headbanging scene in the kind of Wayne's World mobile, the Gremlin. It's a bunch of the guys from Wayne's World all headbanging to the song Bohemian Rhapsody. And it's interesting because the director of the movie originally wanted to go with a completely different song for the movie, but Mike Myers, Wayne Campbell, convinced the directors, producers of the movie to go with Bohemian Rhapsody, and the song actually became popular once again for its spot in that movie. It charted again on the record charts in the United States and some other countries because it was played in that movie. So it's funny because Mike Myers, who played the character in Bohemian Rhapsody, who said that basically the song would never be popular and that the band would never be well known, that Bohemian Rhapsody was going to be basically total garbage and would never be played on the radio. And back then, if it didn't get played on the radio, it didn't get sold in record stores and didn't become popular. He actually made the song more popular by including it in the movie Wayne's World. And it's you can actually look on YouTube and find just that specific scene. It's a great scene from a great movie, but that was I just love that connection to those movies, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen being a great band, and Wayne's World being a great movie, and just the fact that those two were able to influence each other. And I often wonder if that was the reason for the cameo in Bohemian Rhapsody, because he wasn't credited, but you can tell that it's him. And, you know, he was one of the ones who, again, brought that song back to popularity in the early 90s. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, please subscribe, like, dislike this video, ring the little notification bell, and we'll let you know about some stuff we have going on a little bit later. So talk to you soon. Thanks.